Think about the last time you failed at something truly challenging. What was the story you told yourself in that moment? Was it, "I'm just not good at this"? A final verdict on your abilities? Or was it something closer to, "I'm not good at this yet"? That single three-letter word, yet, is the entire difference between a life of stagnation and a life of continuous growth. It is the key that unlocks what psychologist Carol Dweck calls the growth mindset. This isn't just a feel-good motivational concept. It is a fundamental belief system about your own abilities and potential, and it is the single most accurate predictor of success in almost every area of life. Today, we're deconstructing the two mental codes that run our lives, the fixed mindset and the growth mindset. And stick around, because at the end, I'll share a simple three-step process you can use to start rewriting your own code, starting today. At the core of this theory are two profoundly different ways of seeing the world and yourself. First, there's the fixed mindset. Someone with a fixed mindset believes that their intelligence, their talents, and their basic abilities are static, inborn traits. You have a certain amount of smarts, a certain amount of artistic talent, and you can't really change it. The primary goal of a person with a fixed mindset is to constantly prove their inherent ability. Their main concern is looking smart and avoiding looking dumb at all costs. Then there's the growth mindset. Someone with a growth mindset believes the opposite. They believe that their abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication, effort, and learning. They understand that the brain is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. The primary goal of a person with a growth mindset isn't to look smart. It's to get smarter. Their main concern is learning and growing. This single difference in belief, whether your abilities are carved in stone or can be molded like clay, creates two completely different psychological worlds. It determines how you approach every challenge, every setback, and every opportunity for the rest of your life. This core belief system acts like an operating system for your brain, and it drastically changes how you process four key experiences: challenges, obstacles, effort, and criticism. Let's start with challenges. Imagine you're offered a difficult, challenging project at work. The fixed mindset brain sees this as a threat. The internal monologue is, "What if I fail? What if I can't do it? Everyone will think I'm incompetent." Because failure is seen as a direct indictment of their permanent ability, they will often avoid the challenge altogether, preferring to stick to things they already know they are good at. They play it safe to protect their ego. The growth mindset brain sees the exact same project as an opportunity. The internal monologue is, "This is a chance to learn something new. It's going to be hard, but I'll grow from it." They embrace the challenge precisely because it's difficult. They know that stretching themselves is how they improve. Now, what happens when they hit an obstacle? When faced with a setback, the fixed mindset is quick to become discouraged and give up. They see the obstacle as further proof of their own limitation. "See, I knew I wasn't good enough for this." They might blame external factors or other people to protect their fragile sense of competence. The growth mindset, however, sees obstacles as a natural part of the learning process. They show greater persistence. Instead of giving up, they ask, "What can I learn from this? What strategy can I try next?" For them, a setback is not a verdict. It's feedback. This is the most counterintuitive difference between the two mindsets. The fixed mindset believes that effort is a bad thing. Their logic is, if you were truly talented or smart, you wouldn't have to try so hard. Things would just come naturally. They see effort as a sign of weakness, an admission that they don't have the innate gift. This is why some naturally smart kids stop working hard in school. They believe that needing to study means they are, actually a genius. The growth mindset believes that effort is the key to activating their ability. It's the ingredient that turns potential into mastery. They understand that even the greatest minds and talents in history, from Mozart to Michael Jordan, achieved their status through thousands of hours of deliberate, focused effort. They embrace effort as the path itself. This directly influences how they handle criticism. The fixed mindset hears critical feedback as a personal attack. They're saying, "I'm not good enough." They become defensive and ignore the advice because their ego is threatened. The growth mindset actively seeks out constructive criticism. They see it as free, valuable information that can help them improve. They separate their performance from their identity. An attack on their work is not an attack on them. It's a gift that can make them better. So, you can see how one mindset leads to stagnation and the other to growth. The good news is that your mindset is not permanent. Your brain is malleable. As promised, here is a simple 3-step process to start rewriting your code. Cultivating a growth mindset is a conscious practice. It starts with awareness. Step 1. Learn to hear your fixed mindset voice. The first step is simply to become an observer of your own thoughts. Pay attention to the internal monologue that arises when you face a challenge or a failure. Recognize the voice that says, "I can't do it. I'm not a math person. What if I fail and look stupid?" Or, "It's not my fault." Just acknowledge it without judgment. That voice is the manifestation of your fixed mindset. Step 2. Recognize that you have a choice. Once you hear that voice, understand that it is not the objective truth. It is just one interpretation of events. You have the power to choose a different interpretation. The fixed mindset sees failure as a verdict. You can choose to see it as feedback. It sees challenges as risks. You can choose to see them as opportunities. This recognition of choice is the crucial pivot point. Step 3. Talk back to it with a growth mindset voice. This is the active part. Consciously reframe your fixed mindset thoughts. When your brain says, "I can't do this," you respond, "I can't do this yet. What strategy can I try?" When it says, "I made a mistake," you respond, "Mistakes are how I learn and improve." When it says, "This is too hard, I give up," you respond, "This is supposed to be hard. That's what makes me stronger." This isn't about lying to yourself. It's about consciously choosing a more empowering and productive interpretation of effort, struggle, and failure. The belief system you operate under is the single most powerful force in your life. A fixed mindset creates a world where your abilities are limited, and your primary goal is to defend your ego. A growth mindset creates a world where your potential is limitless, and your primary goal is to learn and contribute. It transforms challenges into adventures and failures into lessons. It all comes back to that one simple word. The next time you face your own limitations, don't see it as a wall. See it as a horizon, and add the single most powerful word to your vocabulary: yet. This mental shift from fixed to growth is a continuous journey. What is one area of your life where you've noticed a fixed mindset voice holding you back? Share it in the comments below. Acknowledging it is the first step. And if this video gave you a new code for thinking about your own potential, hit the like button to help others unlock their own growth. Thanks for learning with us today.